Welcome to Lockdown Lessons 11 a.m. and today we are looking at Microsoft Word tips. We're going to look at making our document a lot more professional. Let me show you our document before and let me show you our document afterwards and show you how easy it is to achieve those changes. If you look at our document, it is just boring, a whole blurb of text, hard to see what's going on, a spelling mistake. And let me show you what our document will look like after we've changed. Here we have a cover page, we have a contents page, we have a title, we have a whole lot of headings so we can see what's happening. We have a header and we have a page number. Let's get going and convert our document to something way more professional. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in titles and headings into our document to make it a lot more readable. Here is our document, and obviously this looks like this would be the title, and here is a heading structure. Very, very hard to read. Here's a short story plan, and here is a short story theme, so those should be the headings. How do we go about doing it? Obviously we could select the structure. If you click 3 times, it'll select it. We can go and choose our font, we can choose our color, etc., etc. There is an easy way of doing that. Click anywhere on the line of your title. Make sure you're on the Home tab. Look at all the groups, clipboards, fonts, paragraphs, and here's styles. If you look within the style group, there is something called a title. Looks like it's a green title. Let's click on that. Immediately, this is the title, sticks up, it's in green. Now we want to highlight all our paragraphs. We've got structure, short story plan, etc. We don't want to make them all titles. What we want to do is perhaps make them headings. Can you see our heading is in a fancy font and in purple? So we click anywhere on the line of structure, we click on heading 1. We then go down where it says short story plan, click on heading 1. We go down a bit further, very hard to read. Can you see this? There's a short story theme, click on heading 1. Time span, click anywhere in that line, go to your Home tab, to your style group, click on heading 1. Here are characters, click on heading 1. Here's a dialogue, heading 1, imagery, heading 1, plot, heading 1, and I think that's it. Can you see immediately how much easier it is to read your document? Now we know that everything here belongs to structure. Everything here is your plan, here is your theme, immediately more readable. Now, for instance, if we don't like this font because it's a hard font to read, does that mean we have to go to every heading and change the font? No, it doesn't. We can go on our Home tab to our Styles group to our heading 1. We right-click it. Gives us an option to modify. Then we're going to change our font because we don't like it. We could do one called Elephant. You can choose any font you like. Arial. And we're not crazy about the purple. Let's change it to a dark blue. We say, okay. Can you immediately see it has changed every single heading for you automatically? You didn't have to go through and change your headings one by one. What happens if you want to make a new heading? You click where your heading should be, make sure you're on the Home tab, and you see it's defaulted to normal, which is your normal. We click on heading 1, and we just write in ending. Press enter. Once again, it's defaulted to normal, which is what we want, and we write the end. So to summarize, any line you like, if I make this go back to normal and I want it to be a heading, I click anywhere on that line, make sure I'm on the Home tab, go to my styles, click on heading 1. If I don't like what comes up for heading 1? I can just right-click heading 1, modify it. Not crazy about that font. Let us choose a different font. Oh, and there are millions, so I'm just going to choose Bembo, for instance. Click OK. Quite a nice font. I also don't like this being green. I click on it. I see it's a title. Right-click title, modify it. And I don't want it to be green. I want it to perhaps be a lighter blue. Instantly, using titles and headings, we've made the structure of our story much, much easier to read.